Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Sorry for the break in between races. Weekend was pretty busy, had a lot of stuff going on the last few days. It just kept me from getting a race in that I felt like uploading, so I'm gonna give it a shot today. Back in the 305 Sprint Car Fixed Series here at Knoxville Raceway for week 4. First time on the track for me, so gonna go out for qualifying. Decent strength of field. Car number 13 out of 13, so expected to finish dead last, which I guess is a good thing, considering that's probably the most likely outcome for me. But we're going to see what we can do here in qualifying. See if I can attempt anything that gets me closer to like a 7th or an 8th place start. Just gonna try to get it down to the bottom. Lap times are really quick with it being a fairly clean track. Pretty tacky. Though I'm sure I am not driving the car optimally. We'll see if we can if I get into the O's, I'll be happy with that. Get the berm a little bit, so it's gonna kick us up. Almost dead last. See how slow I am. Guys, I think we're actually turning like into the 16s. Sprint cars are just not complying with me really well.
That's the end of the session.
Not complying with me really well. So 11th out of 13. Yeah, not very good. 2/10 off, qualified. I don't know. I don't drive these things well. I have not figured them out. It's just not a good combination. So hopefully we can get the break of a couple free spots, wreck or something like that. And I don't know, somehow try to move ourselves up to the front. 11 did a great job running up there. So let's get paint schemes refreshed, and then we will jump in and get ready to go. Shorter race than past couple sprint cars ones I've done. It's 25 laps, so a little less time to make up for any mistakes or try to gain ground on people. So the track position was likely going to be even more important, but we'll figure it out. I'm gonna do what I can do.
P11, 25
up
laps.
the session best lap, since the track likely is going to be changing. I don't know. Like I said, I just have not figured these out, and probably need to spend a lot more time practicing them before I attempt any races at all. So look at the rest of the schedule, see what tracks are coming up, which ones I have or look good, and then maybe take a little more time to practice before it. But we'll try to make the most out of it that we can, have some fun, hopefully not do anything stupid in this one. Just like I said, this is on the equivalent of super late models that I just struggle really badly at those, and this is kind of the same way. So for whatever reason, it's just not good at it. I mean, I've never been good on dirt oval to begin with, but I feel like I'm even further off in the pace in these compared to like a street stock or a limited late model, where certain track conditions I got a little bit faster at in relation to the field. These are just not good. Not good at all. But accept the challenge. Want to keep working at them. Don't want to give up. It's dirt oval racing. It's been probably some of the best that I've had. So in that sense, it's been enjoyable. But we're gonna get ready to go here. Pace truck's gonna be pulling off. Cut it loose. See what the 2 decides to go.
Okay, Jake. Nice and neat.
Off and rolling. I had to check up because I got a little bit of a better start than the 7. And we're going to be getting through. Just got to watch the berm because that's going to cause people to check up like that. And I got to remember that I cannot hit the brakes quite as hard. So we're going to the back. 4 was able to get by me, tapping the brakes to avoid the 7. All of that in lap 1. Gonna find I do find that it seems like a couple different lanes can work here at Knoxville, so at least that's a nice option to have, to be able to move around and try to get by somebody. But let's see what we can do. Momentarily get in front of the 7, get back to 11th. Goal's gonna be like 8th or 9th. Pick up just a couple spots in the race and I'll be happy. Front 2 have checked out, but the rest of the field's actually pretty tight. So, wreck happens in the front. avoid it, that could be a decent amount of spots if other people get involved in it. Finding I gotta get my car a little bit lower in the corners so you can see the fours a little bit closer to the berm in the corners than I am.
What's your best lap in this session? The guy behind has just done a 17.22.
Track's definitely still pretty tacky and fast. Just not making any time up on the cars in front.
That lap was at 17.32.
Looks like guys are moving up the tracks. Maybe we'll have to try that and see. See if we can find any speed. We got side by side between the 6 and the 10 up ahead. 9's running just behind the 8. 4's trying to look, see if he can find anything, but again, it's getting pretty tough. We've also got the 7 closing in on us, and the 12's not far behind him. 7 almost looks to the bottom. Drove a little high there off of turn 2. 7 slides back a little bit. We'll see if the 12 tries to get underneath him. Then get into a side-by-side battle that may allow me to pull away. I just am not making any progress on anybody up ahead. Gaps have stayed pretty consistent. Which I guess on one side tells me that I'm at the same pace as them, but that's also frustrating that I can't make any progress. 10's all over. We got contact, 8 somewhere involved in that. Guys yelling around, 7's yelling, I don't know if that was the 12. 10's looking like he's a bit off the pace now. See if we can try to set a pass up to the outside. I don't know what they're yelling about. I don't really feel like listening to it. 10 goes to the high side. We're going to cut to the bottom, see if we can get by him. Kind of cuts down right in front of us. Was clear though. He's going to keep working. This pack's tightening back up. Approaching the halfway mark. Trying this middle lane here just above the slick that seems like a lot of guys are running now. 4 slides into the 9. It's 10 right in front of us.
Okay, Jake, halfway home. Fuel looks good.
7's making a run back up. Trying to work to the inside of the 7, just hard to beat that run off the top that he gets. Back to the bottom of 1 and 2. We'll see if he does a slider on the 9. 9 gets a better run on the outside. He's not quite there. Meanwhile, now I'm losing touch with people. Other than the 10. So I have to find a way around them, and I'm not sure where it is. So we've got just 10 to go. Allowed the 7 to catch back up. Probably just getting a little too sideways through the corners on the bottom, but you know, there's gotta be a way around them.
You got one right side, clear outside.
Keep working this bottom here.
Was
See if I can try to get the run. Got a little sideways there off of 2. Kind of killed the momentum off. See the 6, 8, 4 are going to be in a battle up there. Like I might slowly be catching the 10. A little more sideways there, getting off the corner. That's going to give him the run. Pulls away big time. 4 jumps to the bottom. Just trying to look to the inside of the 8 up ahead. I'm so bad at this. It's so frustrating.
Keep it up.
Really got to go to school on how to drive these things better. So when it's a fixed setup, I should not be getting beat this badly. It just flat out means I'm driving terribly. thought the high line was working a little better, so went back to it just to try to close up to the 10, and then I'll try to find a way around him again. Let's hope we pull away from the 7 a little bit at least. Just 4 to go. 3 to go this time by. 4 might have gotten into the 6 there, I can't tell. Laps to go this time by. I'm just pretty much a pedestrian here. Just riding around as a back marker. Not gaining any time on anybody. Get to see a great battle between the 4, the 6, and the 8 up ahead. Unfortunately, we're not part of it. The bright side is if we don't screw up, should finish where we started, which still ahead of where I was supposed to finish. Not going to be a good result, but hey, it's something. Decide to go back to the bottom. We're not going to get the run off the corner to get the 10. Let's try a different line. So that was 11th place finish. Not a super exciting race. I just never had the pace. Never could figure it out. Don't feel like hearing what these guys are going to be yelling about. We'll jump out. Really, I think it was a pretty clean race. I don't really think there was too much in the way of contact. A little bit of contact, I guess, so we can go through what happens. I don't have a ton to show you my way. So 11 just... This is where everybody had a checkup. So this was the 10. Let's rewind this, watch this again. You can see it actually starts further up ahead. You got 3 who's running low. Oh, contact actually was here. Alright, so contact's going to be between the 11 and the 8. So off the start, let's see, the 11's going to hit the gas. He actually just runs straight up into the 5. They kind of netcode, sends the 11 down the track, which is what makes the 8 check up. Let's watch the rest of the rewind that again. Watch that from the 8's perspective. I don't know what the 11 was doing there. Not really sure what that was off the start. Yeah, the 11 just goes right up into the 5. He comes back down the track, gets the 8. That sends the 8. 3 has to check up. That's what caused the 9 to check up, caused the 7 to check up, caused me to check up. So got lucky to avoid that one without hitting anybody. But that also allowed the 4 to get by us. 5's a little bit of a netcode there, I think. Yeah, I think he might have clipped the right rear. The right rear of the 3. So that was car contact. That was that slider. The 4 just was not clear. It gets into the 8. He was running that, like, I'm guessing that was just wide open, going to the bottom and then letting the car slide out with the momentum to keep it trying to go straight, and he just slid up into the 8. I mean, it was a bit of netcode, really. The right rear of the 4 might have touched the left rear of the 8, but I think there was still some contact there at that point, and that's sliding them both around. So, and then he gets really loose trying to catch it. I don't know. I mean, to me, that was a bit of an overdrive on the 4's part, but I'm not good at dirt ovals, so what do I know? I think that was actually coming to the white flag, so yeah. So really, I mean, you can see not many incident points at all out of it, so pretty clean race. Leader 1 had checked out, 2 was pretty far ahead. Like, yeah, there's this group, and then me leading up the back, basically. Not good. Yeah, so go check out the results. Not going to be good from an iRating standpoint, but hopefully not quite as bad since it was a stronger strength of field for, you know, where I'm at. But we'll see how it is. Just got to keep working, try to learn at 2351 strength of field, 3 splits. So a little bit of safety rating gain, 0.11, lost 36 in iRating, so just under 1650. I just am so terrible. Looks like 16.998 was the fast lap. And I was at a 167, so still 0.2 off basically. Just Not good. Not good at all. I really got to figure out what the heck everybody's doing for pace. Because reasonably, I was probably one of the slowest cars on the track. It's also tough to pass. You can see a lot of people not picking up much more than 3 or 4 spots. So pretty tough to make your way forward. Qualifying is definitely important. It's something I really need to work on in this. I think it's even tougher to pass in these compared to some of the pavement oval series I do or road racing series. So definitely something I need to make a focus on, but just need to make a focus on driving the sprint car in general. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one though. Quick race. Pretty clean. I didn't really make any mistakes in terms of getting in anybody. Just never had the pace to run with anybody either. So it's kind of what it was. But hopefully you got something fun out of it. I mean, we were around traffic the whole time. Had some interesting moments. Kind of made some runs on 10 and just could not get by them. Could not seal the deal off. So we'll take it and move on. Hopefully get you guys some better pace in the next coming weeks. Find something and maybe start contending towards the top half of the finish. That's just kind of the goal right now. Is keep beating the car number and top half. Just small steps right now in these. So feel free to leave any suggestions, driving tips, anything you guys have. If you've ran this and how your races went, let me know. If there was different lines that seemed to come in, love hearing from you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. So until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.